What are your thoughts on women's mental health treatment?
You've come to the right place. I'm a woman and totally mad. Well, maybe the broader question and the question that I'm more comfortable with is women's health. Whether we're talking about diseases or whether we're talking about mental illness. And while there has been tremendous progress, specifically since the 19th century, I think women still have less attention paid to female issues, whether they are mental illness or whether they are something like breast cancer or reproductive rights, anything like that. I think that women generally don't get the same attention.
How has it progressed from the 19th century until now?
Tremendously. I mean, you know, women in the 19th century that may have been depressed or what we now know to be postpartum depression, women in the 19th century would have been treated as if they needed I don't even know if I'm comfortable saying all this, but I will. I mean, you know, women in the 19th century who were considered hysterical, I mean, that word comes from the Greek word for womb. They considered it to be a disease that you acquired simply by nature of your biology. And in some cases, they were treated in ways that were inhumane, that were, and if that meant institutionalization, it did in some cases. But it also meant other things that, I don't know if you want me to go into that or not.
Whatever you want.
Well, in some cases, I mean, and research has shown, about 10 years ago, a woman who was pursuing her PhD on something as innocuous as quilt making, as an American pastime for women, discovered as she was looking in 19th century magazines like Women's Home Journal and Ladies' Home Journal, that kind of stuff, that she kept seeing these ads for medical or gynecological services. And she became fascinated with that. She